Om Yogis, welcome to this practice with Ame-no-uzume, the Japanese goddess of performances. We're going to start standing with the feet hip-width apart. Interlace your hands and just one knee at a time lift the leg and raise the knee into interlaced hands. As your foot returns to the floor, place the interlace of your hands to your belly, moving side to side as you go. Once upon a time in Japan, there were many, many battles. So much so that the sun became afraid, leaving the sky to hide inside a dark cave. When you're ready, come to stillness, and we're going to slide the left hand down the outer left thigh, bringing the right hand up and over for a side stretch. When you're ready, come back to center and do the same pose on the other side. Move in whatever way works for you today, moving side to side. The gods tried everything to persuade the sun to come out, but they had no success, and the world was plunged into darkness. With this came much disorder, wrongdoing, and chaos, and everyone fell into despair. When you're ready, come back to center. Bring your hands straight out in front of you with your palms touching. Extend those arms at chest height. Keep them there and twist left to right from the waist. Everyone was unhappy, but the goddess, Ame-no-uzume, or Uzume for short, stood up resiliently. She turned a large barrel upside down to make herself seen. Climbing onto it, she began to dance. And although the world was dark, she was lit up. Ame means light. So keep going with your dancing, lovelies, left to right. And when you're ready, come back to center, drop your arms to your hips, and just slide your hands down your legs, swaying left and right. Uzume, great goddess of light, was refusing to fall into the darkness. She danced and she danced. Eventually, all of the gods watched her performing atop an upturned barrel, for a makeshift stage. Come to center when you're ready. Lift both of your arms up, and as you raise a knee, make fists and pull both elbows down, bringing your fists in front of you. So arms lift as you come back to stand, raising another knee, second knee, there's only two. Elbows in, fists up. Keep going with that on your own, mirroring the resiliency of this goddess, Uzume. Goddess of light, Uzume danced and danced. She had no plan, no rehearsal. She just moved however she could to entertain the gods and take their mind off of the darkness. When you're ready, come out of that. Bring your hands behind your head and bring your opposite elbow to knee, so you're doing a standing cross crunch here. Moving left to right. Keep going, lovelies, as if the very gods depended on it. And as far as Uzume goes, they did. So we mirror her dance upon that barrel today. Moving left to right. Come out of that when you're ready. Now bring your hands up, raising one knee as your elbows come down. Bring your hands up again, raising the same knee to a floating tree as the elbows draw down. We're going to do that left to right. So hands up, then knee up, and hands up back to stand, and knee out, elbows down. Goddess Uzume danced as if the gods depended on it. She is a beautiful, positive spirit, and she brings levity and lightness to any hardship. come out of that when you're ready. Step to the long edge of your mat and come to the front of your mat. So you've got the whole of your mat to play with here. We're going to step the legs apart, then step them together. So we're side-stepping along the mat. Step, and then together again. Step, and then lift the right knee across the body, support with the opposite hand. Now we go the other way. So it's step, together, step, together, step, lift across the body, coming back. So we're doing 3 steps and a lift, moving left to right. And if this movement goes wrong, if you lose your place or lose your time, be light with it. Be like the great goddess Uzume. And let your practice be like a dance today. Your yoga mat is like Uzume's barrel. Coming out of that when you're ready. We're going to lift one leg high. You can bend the knee or have the leg straight if you like, and tap the toes with the opposite hand. And we're going to move side to side, left to right as you go. And however this looks, however this feels, be light, like the great goddess Uzume. When you're ready, come out of that. Bring both of your hands down your outer thighs and just go side to side, swaying side stretch. As Uzume danced, her garments became loose. Slowly her clothes began to lose their shape and her hair became very unkempt. Dancing atop the barrel, she looked quite the sight, quite the funny sight. But Uzume didn't care. She just kept on dancing. Come back to center when you're ready and just swing your hands side to side. It doesn't matter what you look like, be like Uzume. Just keep dancing. When you're ready, come back to center. Take an interlace with your hands. Knee up, one knee at a time. And as the knees come down, bring the hands to the belly. Come back to center when you're ready. We're going to take the hands behind the head again. And we're just going to side bend to the left so your left elbow is coming towards the floor. Come back to center in your own time, taking your left leg behind you and slightly across so you can curtsy as low as possible with your elbows still level with your ears. Come out of that when you're ready. Side bend again to the left. Left leg comes back. Curtsy low. We're staying on the left side with this movement, so keep repeating that. We side bend and then curtsy low. Dancing like the great goddess Uzume danced before the gods. Coming back to center when you're ready. We're going to repeat that movement to the other side. So we side bend now to the right. Back to center. And your right leg is coming back behind you for that low curtsy. Stay on the right side and repeat the movement. Beautiful. Let's come out of that when you're ready. Interlace your hands again. Raise your knees to your hands. And as the feet come back to the floor, the hands come to the belly. As Uzume danced, the gods began to chuckle. And Uzume was happy that they were entertained. Her clothes became looser, until eventually her breasts were loose too. The sight of the smiling, bare-breasted Uzume dancing on the barrel was too much for the gods, and they began to laugh. They began to roar with laughter, in fact, and so did Uzume as she continued her dance. Come to center when you're ready. And just gently turn your head side to side. Coming back to center when you're ready, your arms are ahead of you, your palms face each other. Keep your arms here for now. Lift your left foot so your heel is coming in towards your rear. And as it comes in, the elbows move towards it. Stretch the arms back out as the foot comes back to the floor. And then alternate the movement left and right sides, extending your arms fully in between each bend. Keep going. Because as Ame-no-uzume danced and the gods laughed, louder and louder they laughed as she moved. She pulled faces to add to the entertainment. Louder and louder did the gods laugh, and wider did Uzume smile. Let's bring the arms out at shoulder height now. Bring your knee up and circle it out, and then step onto that same foot, and then do it on the other side, so you're swaying side to side as you swap legs. The arms remain lifted. Keep dancing as if the gods depend upon it. Come back to center when you're ready, lovelies. Bring your hands behind your head. Bring one foot up for like a floating tree pose. And then draw the opposite elbow to that knee to crunch. Come out of it, stay on that side and continue with that movement. So you come into like a tree and then draw it across for a crunch. If you need to pop the foot to the floor in between movements, that's fine. As often as you need to, just do your dance. Do your dance, lovely. And don't worry if it goes wrong. Sometimes wrong can be such an antidote. And this is what Uzume kind of teaches. When things go wrong, they can be such an antidote to order and disorder. They can set a wild and crazy dance into motion that makes everybody smile. So smile like Uzume. And you can add on to this movement by maybe considering extending your tree leg as you lift it. So extend it out to the side. When you're ready, lovelies, let's come out of that and do exactly the same thing on the other side. Extending that tree leg eventually, if possible. Keep going. Beautiful Uzume made the gods laugh, and the goddess laughed with them, and everything lifted. When you're ready, let's come out of that. Separate your feet nice and wide, heels in, toes out. Bend your knees and sink down for goddess pose. Bringing your hands to your thighs, hold and breathe. From inside the cave, the sun heard the laughter and was drawn out by all of the merriment. The gods quickly lassoed the sun, placing her back in the heavens, so that circle the hands slowly upwards as the sun comes up again. Bringing your hands to prayer, straighten your legs. And step your legs into a narrow goddess now. Bend your knees and place your weight in your right leg. Bending your right knee as much as possible. Bring your left foot on a diagonal with the right arch. And use the ball of the left foot for balance, bringing your hands in prayer above your head. Hold and breathe. And then shift that pose to the other side. And then when you're ready, just shift gently left to right. The gods were happy and the people were thankful because Japan was restored and back in golden sunlight. Everyone gave thanks to the great goddess of light, Uzume. Let's come out of that when you're ready. Bring your feet together, standing at the top of your mat. Let's inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, come onto your knees and we meet in hero pose, honoring the great accidental heroine, great goddess of light, Uzume. Turning the corners of your mouth up. Today we learn the story of great goddess Uzume, and she has many temples and shrines in Japan to this day. Ame-no-uzume is a Shinto goddess of the arts. She is a patroness to dancers and performers all over Japan. And we recognize through her story the life-giving qualities of performance artists everywhere. Let's take a round of Kapalabhati. When you're ready, lovelies, let's come into Sukhasana, cross-leg position. And if it is available for you today, you can take this into half lotus. You can prop the pose as is necessary. Sit to a block, raise your hips. Just so you can sit for a moment in quiet contemplation. Performance can be fun, entertaining, and exhilarating. However, if prolonged, performance becomes exhausting. Like everything, there is a balance to be found and a distinction to be made. When playing and entertaining and pretending for fun, and the performing that accompanies masking true feelings or hiding behind facades. Supported by the goddess Uzume, take a moment to contemplate the performances you've given lately. Do you perform for the upliftment of others? Or do you perform to hide in plain sight? When you're ready, lovelies, let's come out of that. And either cross your legs the other way or take half lotus on the other side. Then come back to your contemplation. Just taking a moment of quiet time after all of that exhilaration. Sometimes we have the energy to perform, but other times we do not. So we should not. Uzume performed because she could. She danced for the sake of her home. Yet she did not forsake herself in this dance because she had energy enough for it, enough for everyone. Sometimes we are like Uzume, full of light and energy, and sometimes we need to hide away a little, just like the sun did. Take this time to contemplate where you are. Are you over or underperforming? Can you see where you are without judging yourself? When you're ready, lovelies, let's come out of that. Whatever it was that you found in your contemplation, Let's bring it to balance through Surya Namaskar or Sun Salutations, putting everything back to its rightful order. Stretch out in Downward Facing Dog when you're ready. Walking your hands back towards your feet, roll slowly up to stand. And walk from here to the top of your mat. As you inhale, your arms lift. As you exhale, you fold on in. As you inhale, your left leg comes back into a lunge position. And you hold the breath in plank. Let's exhale, come down, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Cobra. And exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Take a few moments just to stretch out here. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring the left leg through for that low lunge. Inhaling here, offering your heart. Exhaling, fold at the top of your mat. On your next inhale, circle your arms up like the sun lifting into the sky, standing up. And as you exhale, relax your hands to your heart. Let's inhale, circle the arms, reach them high, sun coming up. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, your right leg comes back. And hold your breath in plank position. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Hold here, stretch it out. When you're ready, your right leg is coming through, that low lunge. And as you exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, sun up, arms up. Exhale, bring the light to rest upon your heart space. Inhale, your arms lift. Exhale, fold on in. The left leg is coming back now, lunge here, inhale. Now hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. The left leg is coming through straight away now. Low lunge, inhale. Exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, circle your arms up, lifting into the light. Exhale, relaxing at your heart. Inhaling, circle the arms as they reach high. Exhale, fold on in. The right leg comes back. Inhale, offer your heart in that low lunge. Now hold your breath in plank position. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. The right leg comes straight through now. Low lunge on the other side. Inhale. Exhale to fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, sun up, arms up. Exhale, resting with the light at your heart. Last round. Inhale as the arms lift. Exhale, fold on in. The left leg comes back, lunge here, inhale. And hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. The left leg comes through. Inhale as you offer your heart. Exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, circle your arms, lifting into the light. Exhale, relax at the heart. Inhale, the arms reach. Exhale, fold on in. Okay, right leg comes back. Inhale. And hold the breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg comes through. Exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, sun up. Exhale, balancing, bringing your hands to rest at the balanced point in your heart center. From here, lovely, squat down. And then sit down. And then lie down. Take rest just for a few moments. Bend one knee, bringing the sole of your foot to the mat. And just gently take leg raises with the other leg. So one of your legs is still, the other one is gently raising up and down. And we can ask ourselves the question here, do I perform to bring joy and upliftment to others like the great goddess Uzume? Do I perform because I'm nervous or scared to show my true self? Do I perform to get the upper hand, or to be seen as important, or to lead other people in conversation or action? Keep considering that question as you swap legs. Do I find performance exhilarating or exhausting? Let's swap legs again, but this time bringing the leg into a hamstring stretch, holding your thigh, your calf, your ankle, or maybe your toes. Close your eyes if they're not closed already. Breathing up and down the back of your leg. In merely witnessing the phenomenon of performance, you become a member of the audience. And this can be entertaining and so much more relaxing. Come out of that stretch when you're ready, swap legs, do exactly the same thing on the other side. What do you see when you look at performance in your life? When you become an audience member, what is it that you see? Inhale here, exhale, release your leg gently, grab a block, and we take bridge supported by the block, bringing the block to the sacrum, the big triangular bone at the base of the spine, on whatever level feels comfortable for you today. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and drop into your experience of performance. When we witness the dance, it can be beautiful. It can be funny. Yet it can also be sad. How we might act. How others might be acting too. It can feel so disconnected. So fake, so confusing. Drop into your truth about performance and just let yourself see what is there. And start to visualize now that it is night time. Looking up, you see the stars, the moon, and you sense that you are in a very beautiful, special garden. The cherry blossoms stretch out their branches to shelter you with their flowers. The scent of night jasmine and lilac fragrances the air. In the center of this garden, you see a large wooden barrel. The great goddess of light is standing behind it, smiling and beckoning you towards her. Welcome to my Japanese garden, you beautiful dancer, insightful actor. You sing like a bird, you light up a room. Welcome, my sweet one. Please pour all of your performances and all of your feelings about performance, happy or sad, into this barrel. Slowly and gently, you feel the thoughts, memories, sights, and understandings leaving you now, as they are magnetized into Uzume's large wooden barrel. The barrel begins to become full of your thoughts, memories, sights, and understandings, full of all of your feelings about performance. And Great Goddess Uzume turns the barrel over quickly. "Got them," she exclaims with an excited grin. And jumping deftly upon the barrel, she begins to dance. All the while her gaze is fixed upon you. Her expressions change to suit your different moods. Great Goddess Uzume slowly dances away your troubles. Blocked energy about performances and entertaining is moved underneath her small bare feet. She is surprisingly mischievous and playful in her manner, as she transmutes anxieties and any social distress with her golden radiant light and the tapping of her toes. She does her work with mirth and humor, encouraging you to be light with what might be hidden, like the sun emerging from a deep, dark cave. Uzume is a friend who makes you smile as you watch her dance. Her movements are purposefully amusing. Her expressions are carefully crafted, especially for you, to lighten your heart towards laughter. And you watch the dance of Uzume, allowing the light to move what might feel stuck. Inhale here, lovelies. Exhale, press into your feet. Lift your hips as high as you can. Move the block out of your way. Slowly unravel your spine back to the mat. When your hips reach the floor, just start to take some pelvic tilts. Exhaling, pressing your lower back into the floor. Inhaling, pressing your tailbone towards the floor. Stay with Uzume stance. Dance with her now. And then when you're ready, come to stillness, lifting your knees towards your chest. Let's take your knees to the left for a supine twist. In your mind's eye, you can still see Uzume, great goddess of light, dancing upon the barrel, working with your feelings about performance. Shifting what is dark into the light. When you're ready, come to center, dropping your knees the other way. Watching this great goddess of light at work. Teasing out the light. Although you would never know that she is working, but she is having so much fun. Inhale here. And exhale, gently come out of that. And set yourself up for Shavasana, making sure that you'll be warm enough for the next 10 minutes or so. And still Uzume dances. And she beckons you now to dance with her. And you can sense, see or feel yourself climbing on the barrel to dance with Uzume, great goddess of light. And the dance ends. And you feel yourself still in the Japanese garden. But now the sun is in the sky. And the colors are so vibrant. The birds sing really happily. And you lie on soft, warm grass, realizing Uzume is lying beside you, a beautiful, positive, shining friend. The Japanese say, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Dear sweet one, life is a dance that leads to upliftment, and the sun always shines. Uzume rolls to her side, playfully ruffles your hair, and bounces back to her feet before skipping happily away. You stay here, sweet one, and relax under the cherry blossoms. Relax, relax, relax. Lying here in the garden, you feel the sunlight kissing your forehead. And blessing your body. Bringing light to your heart and your mind. You gently deepen your breath. Moving fingers and toes as the sun brings you back to life. And where the sun is shining, close by, great goddess Uzume is bound to be dancing. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. Slowly move a little side to side, massage your hips. And then gently roll to one side. Taking a few moments on your own with Uzume. Feel your friend gently pull you to a comfortable seat. Feel yourself so full of life and light and energy. Bringing your hands to your heart, giving thanks to the great goddess of light, Uzume. With so much love. Namaste.